High school juniors, make your plans to join us on September the 19th for Junior Preview Day at Itawamba Community College. Voted the #1 community college in the state and 25th best in the country, come see what all ICC has to offer you. Learn more and register at iccms.edu/junior preview. Everyone attending Junior Preview Day will get free admission to the football game against Coahoma on Military Appreciation Night. Past and present members of the military and their families get free admission to the game and are invited to participate in a special halftime presentation. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
Davis Ford in Fulton is your Ford dealer for new cars, trucks, and SUVs and has a wide inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles. Find your next dream car or truck from our Ford showroom or go online to davisfordsales.com and search our new and used inventory to see what is on our lot. So stop by and test drive the all-new fuel-efficient Ford Focus or Ford Fusion or the new Ford Explorer or F-150. Go further with Davis Ford, 904 West Main Street in Fulton or online davisfordsales.com.
With the Little Caesars mobile app, you can customize an extra most bestest pizza with the most cheese, and now with the most of any toppings for the nation's best price. It's the crowning pizza achievement. And it's true what they say, it's lonely at the top. Unless you have an extra most bestest pizza. Then it's a party at the top!
Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizzas, the world's easiest way to outrageous amounts of toppings, starting at $6.
Pizza. The Car Hop Classic for just $2.99 is the perfect 1-2 punch of flavor and value.
Time that!
You need a trainer to help you eat the burger?
Hey, stay out of this.
Don't get in my head, man. There's barely room for me in there.
Hurry in and try quarter-pound double cheeseburger or 6-inch Philly plus tots for $2.99.
My mom never let me eat this much cookie dough.
What would she say if she saw you eating this big scoop cookie dough blast?
I don't know. I asked her.
Don't tell your father.
Oh, naughty, naughty.
Hurry in and scoop up our new cookie dough treats. Try order ahead to get happy hour anytime.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, out to the broadcast today as it's ICC and Hinds. A couple of rivals getting together this afternoon in Fulton. ICC will be in the white kits trimmed in red and blue, while Hinds comes out on the pitch in maroon trimmed in white and a little bit of gray. Well, not as nice as it was the last time we were out at the ICC soccer complex. It was a little bit cooler, but still not a bad day. Got a few clouds in the sky, but for the most part, we're going to have some nice weather. Going to be temperatures a little bit hotter than it was last time, so we'll see. Hopefully, no cramping issues will take place throughout the afternoon. Adam Gore, Raphael Hendry, and Lee Adams bring you this action here for Let'sGoICCTV.com, the Red Channel. The first of 3 broadcast dates this week, as the First American National Bank opening kick is going to be controlled by Hinds, and we're off. So today's broadcast, Thursday, will be at East Central for football. The Davis Ford pregame show will come your way at 6, and then you'll have that First American National Bank opening kick coming your way at 6:30, and then we'll be right back here Friday for soccer, also against East Central. That will be coming your way starting at 2 o'clock with the Davis Ford pregame show. So Hinds loses possession of the ball, and ICC will take it now. They send it to the back of the pitch. Hinds coming up and applying some pressure. Lost it for a second, then ICC gets it back. Just a little miscommunication on the touch that time, and Hinds is going to get it back. Now there's a scramble for it. Good job that time by ICC's Lexi Loden to come back and get possession, but then another poor touch over the middle. Here comes an opportunity for Hinds early on. Blocked up nicely that time by Maisie Sumner. Trying to clear it out, couldn't quite do so, and this shot is going to be wide off goal. So Hinds has some opportunities there, but ICC dodges a major bullet. So ICC with it. Hinds coming up and extending a lot of pressure on the pitch. Now they're going to go to the backside. An opportunity here looking for Allie Chenal. The pass is just a little too far for Chenal to get to, and Hinds will control it as they march it back towards midfield. Try to send this one ahead. It's going to be a little too far as well. So both teams being aggressive on the attack early. 0-0 is your score. 43 minutes and 27 seconds to go here until the Little Caesars halftime show. We'll have the ICC All-American Band coming your way, so you want to be sure and stay tuned for that. Ball sent up the pitch. It's going to go out of bounds. Sent out of bounds by ICC, so it'll be a throw-in here for the Eagles. Lady Eagles are coached by Brandon Mitchell. They're 0-3 overall, 0-1 in North Division play. ICC 1-3 overall. They are 0-1 in North Division play as well. So if one of these two teams want to keep their playoff hopes alive, not necessarily a must-win situation today, but we'll call it a sure as heck need to find a way to win today, as ICC now going on the attack. Tries to go across the middle. Nobody there for ICC. Hinds steps in front of it, but then there's the Lady Indians to take it back again. Trying to go over the top. Looking for Mathis, but Mathis had to check up that time to make sure she stayed on side. Cleared out by Hinds. ICC takes it. Now is going to reverse it. Tries to go to the middle of the pitch. Whole lot of contact, and now Hinds is going to clear it out. Well, both these teams being aggressive early on. See a lot of contact on the pitch so far here early as this ball is sent forward. Broken up nicely that time by Gaylor. And now they send this one forward, broken up again by ICC, but Hinds able to keep possession. Ball broke free, still free, and it's a scramble for it, and Hinds lets it settle, now takes it at midfield. This is going to be Karina with it, tries to send it ahead, broken up by Loden. Now here comes Hinds. Just one extra touch, nobody there for the Lady Eagles. And now here comes ICC trying to reverse the pitch. This is going to be number 19, Hayward with it. Hayward's going to send it ahead. Now here comes the opportunity for ICC, trying to get it up quickly to Witt, but a nice defensive effort that time out of Kelly to clear it out and allow her defensive teammates to gather and reset here. Coming up on 41 minutes to play here in the first half. Still no score in the first of two games this afternoon here in Fulton. Last time we had a broadcast, it was just the Lady Indians playing this afternoon, but today it is both the ladies and the men taking the pitch here for this North Division matchup. Ball going to the middle of the pitch and broken up again nicely by Hinds. So both these teams are playing pretty aggressively defensively, putting a lot of pressure on the ball. As now ICC had it, lost it, but now it's going to be sent ahead, and Sumner will step in front of it. Maisie, smart decision that time, not forcing it. It's going to swing it out wide to Reeves. Reeves now up the pitch. That's Chenal. Chenal gets past the defender, now sends it ahead. Trying to find something over the middle, but there's Hinds once again to break it up. This ball sent ahead. ICC had a header on it, but Hinds lets it settle. Now they're going to try to squeeze it ahead. Little too much on the touch that time, and ICC is going to clear it back. Driscoll with it. Ooh, had to be careful on that one. Good pressure applied that time. I believe that's number 8, Coggin, for Hinds that come up and nearly got a deflection after the pass sent from Driscoll. But ICC does keep possession. Trying to go out wide, sends it ahead. This is going to be Reeves. Reeves got pretty good speed on the far side of the pitch. Tries to go ahead and was cut off nicely. Good defense once again by Hinds. And so far, that's been the tail of the tape. Aggression defensively by both teams, forcing mistakes and turnovers throughout the contest. 39:50 to go here until halftime. Now ICC trying to squeeze it ahead. Nothing there. And now here comes Hinds on the attack on the far side of the pitch. Sends it to the middle. And this is going to be just squeezed out, and nice job that time by number 21, Morgan Gaylor, to allow the defense to get back. Numbers for Hinds that time, but good effort to keep the ball away from Hinds, send it out of bounds, and allow the defense to reset. So it'll be a throw-in, and they're going to toss it way back, and Chenal nearly had a chance to get to that one. Now they send this one way ahead, and there is a catch by Driscoll. And now here comes ICC. Both these teams pretty even on time of possession. Back and forth we've gone in this one. Just a poor touch that time over the middle. Hinds tries to send it ahead, and ICC is going to chase it down. So Gaylor's going to send it over to Driscoll. Driscoll's going to dribble ahead and survey the defense. Now goes left-footed out wide. This is Reeves. Reeves looking it over, now going over the middle. That's going to be Loden with it. Loden quickly sees a double team, now wants to send it ahead and trying to see if Chenal can win this foot race out wide, but instead there's Hinds once again. Good idea by Lexi, just couldn't quite get the right angle that time to find the speedy Chenal as this 50-50 ball sent down the pitch, and ICC will control. Maisie Sumner had it, lost it, but ICC got it back. Now Chenal with it. Chenal lost it, got it back, and it's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say Hinds ball. Well, Chenal thought it was last touch by Hinds, but instead now Alley comes back and gets it again. Tries to squeeze this one ahead, broken up, and back to midfield we go. Loden there to take that one away. Now tries to send this one ahead, ball deflected. Scramble for it on the far side of the pitch, and there's going to be one that time. That is going to be number 19, Emily Hayward. Hayward dribbling out wide, surveys, now sends it across the middle, broken up nicely that time by Hinds. Hayward tried to get back to it, couldn't do so, and we're going to have a foul whistled on Hayward, charging in a hurry that time to try to get the ball back. So a pretty good attack that time by ICC, just couldn't quite get enough foot on the ball to get it over the head of the defender. 0-0 your score with 37 minutes and 8 seconds to go until halftime. For watching, hit us up on Twitter at Let's Go ICC. That's at Let's Go ICC on Twitter. Remind you can follow us there for updates throughout the season for all of our sports. And you can also visit letsgoicc.com for stats, scores, recaps, videos, and more. That's letsgoicc.com. So Chenal with it now, looking to go to work. Tries to go over the middle to Loden. Loden had it taken away, and Hinds gets it back. Stop me if you've heard that before, as now ICC takes it back. So pretty much anything you can do, I could do better so far in this contest. Either team able to find a way to break through here early on. Now here comes Chenal. Chenal trying to dribble it up the middle of the pitch, splitting the defenders. Now drops off in the middle. This is Witt. Witt goes left-footed, but it's going to be wide on the shot attempt, and it'll be a goal kick here for Hinds. So waiting this goal kick coming up here for Hinds. It'll be put a foot into with 36 minutes left until halftime. Ball being pinballed around and still a scramble for it. Ooh, big time push in the back there, and they are going to call the foul. Well, we've seen this match so far have a lot of contact back and forth. Really nothing either team is doing to get an advantage in this situation. Just the officials allowing the teams to play physical. And we already know in the MACJC, you got to do a pretty good job of keeping some of that physicality in control without just taking the players completely out of the game. And so far, so good by the officials. Now here comes ICC. They want to fire this one from distance, and that shot's going to be wide off target that time, as that was number 20, Josie Kate Reeves. You like that shot from Reeves because she was able to send one home against Southwest Tennessee in the previous broadcast you saw here on the ICC Sports Network. You can also see replays from that and other matches, as well as a behind the scenes of the Lady Indians traveling to Jones for the ASA Miami match on our YouTube page. Simply search Let's Go ICC on YouTube. Mathis had it, lost it, trying to get it back, and Hinds keeps it. Sends it ahead, but broken up by Chenal. Now they're just going to send it backwards and reset. Over the middle they go. There is Acosta to step in front of it. Ball popped up, still loose on the pitch. Nobody really with control with it as of right now. Chenal will let it settle and take control of it on the far side, trying to send it ahead. Mathis with it now. Mathis trying to with it going out wide, sends it back across the middle. Here comes an opportunity for ICC. Strikes and scores! Nicely done that time by the Lady Indians. Let's go back and look at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay as ICC now leads it 1-0. Mathis did a great job of letting the ball settle on the baseline, sends it across the middle, you'll see here. And that is going to be a goal for number 19, Emily Hayward. So Hayward able to send that one home, and ICC now with a 1-0 lead with 34 minutes and 21 seconds to go here until halftime. Nice job by the Lady Indians, staying patient, working, and finally finding something across the middle. Hayward did not hesitate, sent that one to the back of the net, and it's 1-0 ICC. Hinds, however, trying to strike back in a hurry. Ball taken away. Now they're going to fire from distance, and that ball is going to be wide off frame. We've seen that a couple of times this season, especially in that Southwest Tennessee match when ICC scored a goal. They kind of were lackadaisical getting back defensively, and Southwest Tennessee was able to take control. Good job by ICC that time, making it difficult, but Hinds still able to get a shot off. Ball sent ahead, broken up. ICC gets it back, and there's going to be a pushing foul. Wilson here on Hinds. So Maisie will step into this kick here as ICC with a 1-0 lead. Maisie sending this one way down the pitch, broken up by Hinds. There's a header sent ahead that time by Moore. Now here comes ICC. This is Acosta. Acosta wants to send it ahead to Witt. Witt was on side, now is going to send it out wide. Left footer is going to go up and bobbled, and now it's still loose. And Hinds able to get it. Boy, I tell you what, good job that time by Brittany Mathis hanging around. Nearly had an opportunity to come up and get the deflection after the keeper lost the handle of the ball. Would have been a big-time goal there for ICC, but instead Hinds dodges a major bullet. Now here come the Lady Eagles. They want to squeeze this one ahead here. Nicely done that time on the part of Gaylor to come out and not only clear it out, and then comes up and saves it before it goes out of bounds. Great hustle that time by Morgan, and ICC with possession. Something we haven't seen a lot of out of ICC this year has been that extra effort. And that was a prime example of it there. Now they send this one ahead. Just a little too far for Mathis to get to. They'll allow the ball to roll back to the keeper. Mathis is going to come up and put a little bit of pressure, forcing the keeper to kick it away a little bit sooner than she wanted. Now this ball is going to go out wide. Witt going to try to get to it, but it is going to roll in favor of Hinds. They'll send it back to the keeper once again. 31 minutes and 54 seconds to go until halftime. 1-0 is the score. It's a Emily Hayward goal off an assist from Brittany Mathis. That's the difference in the contest so far. We talked about saying a special hello to all the ICC faithful watching here. We do want to offer a hello to those that are watching in favor of Hinds this afternoon. Glad you're able to join us here on a not as hot as you would think it would be September afternoon here in Fulton. We hope everyone had a great, relaxing, and safe Labor Day weekend. Enjoyed a little college football. Got to enjoy my Irish defeating Louisville last night. Is now Acosta with it. She's going to drop it out. This is Hayward. Hayward with a nice one-on-one opportunity here. Catches up with it now. Tries to go past the defender, but a great job that time by Swift. Just poking a foot out there, getting it away from it. Now forcing Hayward to reset. Hayward's going to poke it over. This is Chenal. Chenal tried to load up. Now does fire, and it is going to be saved. Well, nice job by Chenal that time as she thought about her first attempt. It was taken away by Hinds. Was able to dribble away from the defender. Fired it, but a good save that time on the part of Hinds to keep it 1-0. 50-50 ball being scrambled for. It's going to be taken away. That is going to be Hallie Moore. And now Acosta is going to let it roll back to her. She takes over. Sumner will poke this one forward, but nicely done that time by Hinds to step in front of that one to deflect it away. Chenal with it now is going to drop it over the middle. Now ICC wants to send it ahead to Shelby Witt. Witt out on the far side of the pitch. Taken away momentarily, but gets it back. Now goes left-footed ahead to Mathis. Mathis with the opportunity here. Lets it settle, but oh! Nice quick decision that time by the keeper. If she doesn't come up and make that diving stop, Mathis has a chance to send that one home with ease. As you saw, Mathis loading up, ready to send that one home the keeper, who looks to be wearing 0. I don't have a 0. It's either Galleon or Lopez. But either way it goes is a nice quick decision by the keeper for Hinds to fall on top of that one right as Mathis was getting ready to fire that one home to keep it a 1-0 contest. 29 minutes and 33 seconds to go here until halftime. Maisie Sumner steps up under this one. Chanel goes out wide, lets it settle, now tries to poke it ahead, a little bit of contact. The official says play on in that situation, and Hinds takes it away. I agree with the call there by the referee. Neither player gained an advantage with the contact. Now here comes an opportunity for Hinds. Oh, great play by Driscoll to come up and take away that opportunity. Driscoll hustling back to the net. Good job that time. She was well outside the net, knew that if the ball got past her, that it would be an easy goal to find the equalizer for Hinds. Made the quick decision to come out and slide in front of that one and break it up. So great job by Driscoll. So we'll have some substitutions coming into the match here for ICC. It's going to be Jada Ross wearing number 8. Number 3, Maddie McGregor wearing number 3. Or obviously wearing number 3 when I say number 3. And Ashley Stevens wearing number 2. Missed who came into the contest for Hinds, but mass substitutions for both teams, sitting in a trio of substitutions. 28 minutes and 20 seconds. That's how much time is left here in the first half. ICC with a 1-0 advantage. Stevens takes it away, now tries to go across the pitch, but it was taken back by Hinds. Acosta comes up and makes a great play on the ball. She's going to dribble it ahead, now goes back towards the middle of the pitch, leaves it back to the middle. This is going to be Moore who reverses it across the way. Reeves with it. She wants to fire from distance. Reeves, that's kind of her spot. You see, like, let's use a basketball reference for this situation. You see certain basketball players that like to dribble to one spot and shoot because they fire with a lot of confidence, and that seems to be Reeves' spot. That's been the third time we've seen her take a shot from distance in that same similar area this season. And now here comes ICC. Stevens, she's a second-generation Indian, as her sister, a former soccer player here at ICC. And now here comes Chanel, blows past the defender. Now trying to get across the middle, does so. This is McGregor with it now. McGregor sends it out wide, now sends it back to the middle to McGregor, but broken up by Hinds, and the ball will go out of bounds. Looks like we'll have another substitution coming in here. And this is going to be number 11 coming in for Hinds. That's going to be Derek. And checking into the contest, back into the contest for ICC, is going to be number 17, Brittany Mathis, and Shelby Witt will come out. Those substitutions being brought to you by the Bank of Okolona. For more information on the Bank of Okolona and all their affiliates, visit bankofokolona.com. John Herod, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics here on the ICC Sports Network. Lady Indians with the ball once again. Reeves sends it out wide. This is Chanel. Chanel, she's quicker than Walt Flanagan's dog. Blows by the defender, sends it across the middle to Stevens. Stevens loads up and tries to get a foot on it, just couldn't quite get a solid kick on it that time. They're actually going to say it would be a corner opportunity here for ICC as it was deflected out of bounds by Hinds. I do believe Hinds goes by the Eagles with soccer. I think everything but the basketball teams, and this may have changed since then, but I believe the basketball teams go by the Bulldogs. It's kind of a unique situation down there at Hinds that they don't share the same mascots across all sports. Corner opportunity here coming from ICC. Sends it across, tries to get the header just a little bit too tall. Ball still in the box here, and Hinds is going to clear it out. Good hustle that time by Hinds as Acosta sends that one ahead, deflects it off her own player, but there's Allie Chanel to get it back. Chanel trying to drive it, now sends it across the middle, but it's going to be off the side of the net. So a nice send on the part of ICC that time, and to be another corner opportunity coming up here for the Lady Indians as the send was just a little bit too tall for the header that time. If they were able to make contact, you got to think that was going to be a good opportunity for the second goal in the match for ICC. They lead it 1-0 after a Hayward goal off a assist from Mathis as that corner opportunity sent by Chanel. Now ICC gets it back. She's going to try to send it over the middle again. There's Sumner, and Maisie was there, upset with herself that she just couldn't quite get on top of the ball enough to send that one home. She had the keeper on her heels, just couldn't quite get that one there. Great send by Chenal, and that's going to be one that in a couple of matches you'll see ICC able to send that one home with ease, as there was an opportunity there missed for ICC. 1-0, still your score, 24:38 left here.
Okay? Keep the tempo going.
A little bit of a breeze blowing here in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth as this the ball goes out wide to the pitch for Hayward. Hayward now sends it across the middle, but tons of traffic. That was a handball, no call though. Don't see that called a lot anymore. As that ball fired up that time, came off the forearm of the Hinds defender as Chenal had it, lost it. But yeah, back to what I was saying here in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. Find out how you can contribute to Itawamba Community College, whether it be through donations through the foundation or maybe even donations for scholarships and more, or joining the Alumni Association. Visit iccms.edu. That's iccms.edu. Now ICC on the attack. Ahead they go. This is Stevens. They're going to say play on. Stevens with an opportunity here. Now tries to go across the middle. An opportunity there. No! Another miss, as that time Emily Hayward had a chance for her second goal of the match. I thought Stevens might have been offsides, but the Indians catch a break there, but Hayward just couldn't quite find a solid enough foot on it to get it by the keeper, and a great job by Hinds' keeper giving that second effort to come up and make the stop to keep it 1-0 ICC. Well, Lady Indians have dominated the time of possession. It was back and forth early on, but since then it's been all ICC, as Hinds going to try to find a way to swing momentum back their way. As this ball is going to be sent out of bounds, and so it'll be a throw in here for the Lady Indians. We talked about it, ICC 1-3 on the year. They opened the season against National Power ASA Miami. They dropped a 5-0 decision there. Came back the next day and defeated Southwest Mississippi 4-3 in double overtime. It was a Sarah Witt golden goal that helped ICC get that win. As this ball sent across the middle, nobody there for ICC as Hinds just lets it taken away though by Hayward. Here comes Hayward, fires, and oh, she is tackled in the box. A lot of contact. Some of the ICC fans wanted a foul. The officials said it was a clean tackle that time, so a good job defensively by Hinds. Now here come the Indians once again trying to get momentum to go their way. Sends it across the middle, broken up by Hinds. Let's go ahead and finish the rest of that schedule. ICC dropped a 7-5 decision to Southwest Tennessee. They were up 2-0 on Holmes, and then Holmes just woke up in the final 20 minutes of the match to battle back and win that one 4-2. Of course, Holmes receiving preseason votes. They were nationally ranked at the end of the year last year. As a substitution in here for Hinds, this is going to be Anna Wilson wearing number 6 into the contest. For Hinds, they've played a pretty tough schedule so far. They're 0-3, 1-0 in the North, as they dropped an opening season decision 3-0 to Jones, fell 1-0 to Pearl River, and most recently lost 3-1 to Northwest. All three matches are at home, so this is the first true road match of the season here for Hinds. Ball bouncing around, still loose on the pitch, and Hinds lets it settle. They take it. Acosta, though, sends it out of bounds. Tried to send that one ahead, but couldn't find anybody that time. Of course, remind you, coming up at halftime, we'll have the ICC All-American Band performance coming your way. Part of the Little Caesars halftime show. You don't want to miss that. If you've never heard the ICC All-American Band, man, oh man, you're missing something special. Now here comes ICC. They try to send it back out wide. Just a little too far that time. Chenal couldn't get to it, and Hinds will clear it. 1-0 ICC with the lead. As the ball sent forward, and it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by ICC. When you look across the way, it looks like the bleachers are empty. Well, that's because everybody else is seated in the shaded area. Shaded seating, a premium here at the soccer complex on a warm, muggy afternoon here in Fulton. Mathis lets this one clear. Now he's going to send this one out wide to Hayward. Here comes another opportunity for ICC. Hayward steps into it, right-footed, fires, and oh, what a save that time As that one, great decision by Hayward to try to go post that time. Bottom shelf, bend it just a little bit, just off the fingertips of the keeper for Hinds. And I tell you what, the young lady from Hinds, as we talked about, looks like she's wearing 0. We don't have a 0 on our roster, so we do apologize for not being able to properly identify her, but she has been lights out here in the first half. ICC probably legit should have 3 goals in the match already, but because of great keeper play from Hinds, has not been able to do so. Corner opportunity coming up for the Indians. That one just again too tall, as ICC is going to chase this one. Stevens sends it back to Chenal, who fires, deflected off the shoulder of a Hinds player, so it'll be another corner opportunity coming up here for the Lady Indians. Well, ICC has done a really good job of settling down and taking control of the time of possession and field position here in the second half of the first half, if that makes any sense. As Chenal sends this one, an opportunity here. Keeper comes up and bullies her way in there to make the catch on the send that time. Sumner was there. Maisie with a noticeable height advantage when you look on the pitch, and trying to see if you couldn't get her to head one home that time, but a smart decision by the keeper to get in front of that one before she had the opportunity. Now Hinds with it at midfield. They try to send this one out wide. Nice send forward here for the Eagles, but there's Jada Ross stepping in front of it. Nice job by Jada that time, coming up and breaking that one up. It was a great scoring opportunity there for Hinds, negated by ICC. Now here come the Indians, trying to squeeze this one ahead, looking for Mathis. Mathis is going to come up, and just a step away. Had to be careful with the keeper coming up that she wouldn't run into the keeper, but if the keeper, again, doesn't make that quick and smart decision, Mathis would have had an easy one-on-one opportunity there. McGregor with it now is going to spin it back around. ICC trying to find a way to get that offense going. They lead it 1-0. It was a Hayward goal off an assist from Mathis as that ball sent ahead. ICC gets it back. Now Mathis with it in the middle of the pitch. Now sends it ahead to Stevens. Stevens. And they're going to say she was offsides. About a half a step too quick there, and we're going to have a hydration timeout here on the pitch. 1-0, ICC with the lead. We're going to take a break and hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
The longer a person has diabetes, the more likely they are to develop diabetic retinopathy. If left untreated, diabetic retinopathy can lead to blindness. That's why it's important for diabetics to have a comprehensive eye examination with dilation once a year. I'm Dr. Laurie Cagle of Cagle Eye Center in Fulton. We offer comprehensive eye exams to provide diagnosis and treatment of various eye diseases. Browse our large selection of frames available in prescription and non-prescription. Call to schedule your appointment today at Cagle Eye Center in Fulton.
With the Little Caesars mobile app, you can customize an extra most bestest pizza with the most cheese, and now with the most of any toppings for the nation's best price. It's the crowning pizza achievement. And it's true what they say, it's lonely at the top. Unless you have an extra most bestest pizza, then it's a party at the top!
Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizzas, the world's easiest way to outrageous amounts of toppings, starting at $6.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now the hydration break. One of those that we talked about in the last home match, that if it's right around 86 or above, and depending on how muggy it is, and it's kind of muggy today, is when the officials do elect to give the teams, I don't know, roughly 3 to 5 minutes to get some water, get in the shade, and of course the coaches take that opportunity to talk things over and try to make some in-match adjustments. And we'll be back once the officials put the ball in play here. There's 17:30 to go until halftime. ICC with a 1-0 advantage. It was a goal by Hayward that off an assist from Mathis is the difference in the match so far. ICC's had some great opportunities, just have not been able to send any of those home so far in the match. This is Stevens with it now, out far side of the pitch. Ball broken up, but Stevens right there to get it back now. Tries to squeeze it across the middle, does so. That's Grace Joyce, and then Hinds just simply clears that one out. Sends it ahead a little too far, and Maisie Sumner able to get out there and clear it back. Nice job by Maisie to make that quick decision to get it back to the keeper. A reverse pitch, and ICC with it again. Again, ICC doing a good job of controlling time of possession, field position. I know that's more football lingo or American football lingo than it is the world's brand of football, if you will. So it'll be a throw in here for Hinds as tosses it up the pitch. Ball loose here below us in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. Remember, visit iccms.edu on how you can help contribute to the community college or ICC here, either through the foundation or by joining the Alumni Association. Mr. Jim Ingram, Michael Upton, and Tilda Bushlawn doing a great job there with a very, very important role at the college as this ball is sent high into the evening here. That ball coming off the elbow of Ross, no handball called. Again, they just don't call that to the point that way that I understand the rule. But that's not saying a lot because I haven't been around the sport of soccer that much. Kind of been around. I've been here 9 years, have done 5 years worth of broadcasting of soccer, and needless to say, still have a lot to learn from the sport. But hopefully you are enjoying the broadcast this afternoon, and we do again welcome those that are watching in support of Hinds, and remind you that coming up at the conclusion of this one, about 10 minutes after the conclusion of our first match today, the men will take the pitch. As this one sent across the middle, fired, and another nice save by Hinds. Again, ICC putting plenty of shots on frame, with the young lady from Hinds has just been lights out in net so far. ICC going to have to try to find a way to make something a little bit more difficult, but just to say that, she's already made, I know, 2 highlight reel type saves in this match so far. Ball sent ahead. Acosta's there, but Hinds gets it back. Now Hinds looking to go on the attack. Haven't had a shot in quite a while. And Acosta sends that one out of bounds. Good job by Luz that time, and it allowed the defense to reset here for ICC. 14.5 to go until halftime. Adam Gore, Raphael Henry. Lee Adams is somewhere here taking photos for ICCimages.com. That's ICCimages.com. You can order those Pretty low prices. Digital downloads available for $1. He's also updating us on Twitter, so if you're ever away from your computer or can't watch when some of the matches go on, you can follow us at Let's Go ICC on Twitter for in-game updates. Now here comes ICC on the attack. Tried to send it ahead to Joyce. That one just through the wickets of Joyce that time, and Hinds will get it back. Sends it ahead. There's Loden stepping in front of that one. Ball loose. Loden gets it back, sends it back to Ross. Ross touches it back to the keeper. Driscoll will reverse the pitch now and send it out wide. This is going to be Reeves with the ball. Reeves wants to send this one ahead, trying to find Stevens, who has really good speed. Again, what looked to be a handball, but the official said play on. And that's going to be a foul on ICC. And now Hinds trying to speed things up, see if they can catch ICC in transition back defensively. But there's Reeves stepping in front of that one. Good job by Reeves coming up and making the play. Now we'll send it ahead to Stevens. Stevens out on the far side of the pitch, now trying to cross it over the middle to Hayward. Hayward tries to put a knee in that one, and if it would have took just a little bit of a higher hop, would have found a way to send that one home. But again, another nice save by the young lady from Hinds. Again, wearing number 0. There is no 0 on our roster for Hinds.
All right, let's go, White.
Now ball is loose on the pitch. Hinds battling for it. And they're going to call this, I believe, a foul here on ICC as the ball goes out of bounds. So waiting the ball to come back into play as it's stuck off in the trees. And so it'll be a free kick coming up here for Hinds. They trail at 1-0 with 12 minutes and 3 seconds to go until halftime. Sends this one across the middle. Ball is deflected, and ICC will recover. Nice job that time. I believe it was Jada Ross that came up and broke that one up. Now they're going to try to send this one ahead. ICC with a little bit of advantage here, but it nicely broke it up that time by Hinds. ICC does recover, as this is Reeves out on the far side of the pitch. Now gets it back, squeezes it ahead to Stevens. Stevens out on the wide wing, trying to go across the middle to Joyce. Broken up, but Joyce stays with it. Cleared out by Hinds. And the Eagles will control. Loden steps up in front of that one, breaks it up, and Hinds keeps it in front of them now. Lady Eagles trying to find a way to get the equalizer here, as there's coming up on 11 minutes to play here until halftime. This one's going to be sent ahead, and it's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say ICC ball. Pair of subs in for both teams. For ICC, Ali Chanel and Morgan Gaylor will come back into the contest. For Hinds, it'll be number 24, Emily Powers, and number 20, Ashley Preston, coming into the match here for Hinds. So Jada Ross will throw this one in for ICC. Sends it to Joyce. And that ball is going to be out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Hinds. So now Hinds with it, trying to go to work, trailing 1-0 here. Jada doing a great job in the hip pocket of the Hinds player, and it's going to be out of bounds. That might be a makeup call there, because that doesn't look like it came off Jada after the last one appeared to go off Hinds. So maybe one of those where, okay, we're even now, so let's play ball. Gaylor with it's going to send it all the way across the pitch. And now ICC trying to get some numbers on the far side. Oh, nice move to get away from the defender. Now here come the Indians on the attack. Sends it across the middle, broken up nicely that time by Hinds. And again, the ball off the elbow of a Hinds defender. And now a mad scramble for it. Chanel trying to get the ball back for ICC. Allie going to West Georgia. At least that's where she's committed so far. She'll ask for the ball and receive it from Ross. Now sends it over the middle. Joyce back to Chanel. Now it's going to send it up top to Stevens. Stevens looking across the middle, trying to reverse the pitch. Nobody there. Maddie McGregor tries to come up and get it back, but nicely done defensively by Hinds to get it back. But then there's Maisie Sumner going to step in front of it. Maisie Nice job on that back line for ICC. Has been solid as a freshman, solid again this sophomore season. Jada Ross going to have to hurry up and does a great job of catching up with that one. Now sends it ahead to Stevens. Back to Joyce over the middle. Here comes an opportunity for ICC. Grace Joyce sends it ahead to Stevens. Trying to weave her way through traffic. Ball bounces off a Hinds player that was laying on the turf. Maddie McGregor with it now is going to send it out wide. Shot from distance. Or no, excuse me, it's actually across that time. As really nobody was there for it. And now ICC is going to come up and apply some pressure. Jada Ross steps into it, fires that one from distance. It's going to go wide and out of bounds. And we're going to have a substitution coming into the match here. This is going to be Hannah Derrick back into the contest here for Hinds. Also looks like they're going to send in number 10, Anna Karina. Coming in for ICC is going to be number 23, Millie Mask, coming in for the first time this afternoon. Jada Ross will check out. Those substitutions being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics here on the ICC Sports Network. Ball on the far side of the pitch. Now Hinds on the attack, trying to find the equalizer. One of their best opportunities they've had in quite a while, but ICC getting back defensively. That time was Josie Kate Reeves to take it away, and ICC steps up nicely defensively. Now here comes the Indians on the attack. See if they can find a way to build a double-digit lead here. They lead it 1-0 on a goal by Hayward off an assist from Mathis. Seems like forever ago in this contest. Ball sent a little bit behind Joyce that time, and Hinds in the right spot at the right time to clear it out. But ICC takes it back at midfield. Sends it up to Chanel. Chanel is hit and dropped. And so this would be a free kick opportunity coming up here for ICC. So a great opportunity here for the Indians to see if they can build this lead here and see if they can go up 2-0 with 7 minutes and 10 seconds to go until halftime. Remind you to stay tuned. At halftime, we'll have the performance of the ICC All-American Band from the Pearl River football game. You don't want to miss that for sure, part of the Little Caesars halftime report.
Rebounds! Second ball! Shouldn't be needed, but we'll say it just in case.
So this is going to be Gaylor getting set to send this free kick. Fires, bends it, goes top shelf, and again, what an amazing save from the keeper from Hinds. My goodness, she has made 3 outstanding plays to keep this a 1-0 match, and that was another one of them right there. My, oh my. Takes one away, top shelf from the Indians. Can't do it much better if you're Morgan, but another great play there out of the keeper from Hinds. Corner opportunity coming up here for ICC. It was broken up, and it should be out of bounds back to ICC, and yes, it will be. 6:05 to play here until halftime. Adam Gore, Raphael Henry, Lee Adams, and the Queen, Madison Haley, joining us this afternoon. As that one broken up, nicely done that time to punch it out and to force ICC to reset the corner opportunity. Grace Joyce with it, draws a quick double team, now tries to split the defenders. Fires, and too tall. Well, ICC getting a lot more aggressive, getting a lot more shots in the last few possessions. Knocking on the door. But thanks to the keeper from Hinds, this is only a 1-0 match. ICC has had numerous shots on frame today. A lot of them have been pretty good, but have been taken away from some great effort from the young lady in net this afternoon. And looks like she is going to come out of the match, and rightfully so, man. She has played extremely well, and we'll have a new keeper coming into the match. I'm going to assume that is Olivia Gallion that was in net, and Paula Lopez that is coming in. Lopez wearing number 29. There is no 29 on our roster, but there is a 99. And Lopez is going to touch this one and send it out of bounds, so ICC will get it back on the throw-in. 4 minutes and 45 seconds. ICC with the ball and a 1-0 advantage here over Hinds. As we said, not a must-win situation for either team, but a sure would help if you won it today for both these teams as McGregor gets it. Doesn't like what she has, going to reset it to Mask. Mask now tries to send it over to Loden, but it was taken away there by Hinds. And now Hinds trying to quickly get it up the pitch here, sends it out wide, out of bounds, last touched by the Lady Eagles. Again, remind you that you can order photos from not only today's match, but other previous matches and sporting events and other events around campus by visiting ICCimages.com. That's ICCimages.com. Digital downloads available for $1. They've got other specials now. Here's Grace Joyce over the middle. Now he's going to try to send it out wide and broken up again. And, near own goal that time for Hinds. Or actually, I'm going to have to reverse that because I heard someone say, good job, Olivia. So maybe that's Olivia in net. We don't know because the numbers aren't matching up with what we have on our roster. So we do apologize for those Hinds fans or maybe their family members that are watching here on Let's Go ICC TV. So ICC with it. 3 minutes and 24 seconds to go until halftime. 1-0 is the score. Hayward scored off a beautiful assist from Brittany Mathis midway through this half. And now here comes Hinds with the opportunity. There's Gaylor there to take it away. Nicely done that time by Morgan. And now Chenal with it. Chenal trying to send it ahead to Stevens. Ball broken up, still loose on the pitch. There's Stevens to get it now. Stevens trying to reverse it. Just lost the handle on it. And it's going to be cleared out by Hinds as we'll send it out to the side. It'll be a throw-in. A great extra effort that time by Stevens to try to just get it back off the deflection. But good hustle on the part of Hinds to send that one out of bounds to allow the defense to reset. You see the time situation there, 2:36 and counting here until halftime.
All right, here we go.
Mask with it. Just going to let it settle. Now sends it over to Sumner, who's snuck up a little bit here for ICC. Maisie fires from distance, and that one's going to be off frame that time. I like the aggressiveness out of Maisie. We've seen her as a freshman have some pretty good shots from distance. Very powerful leg there, just couldn't quite put it on frame. Ball is sent back, and ICC is going to control. Mask will send this one back to Driscoll. Driscoll will let it settle and surveys the defense, see what she wants to do with it. Now simply just going to touch it over. And ICC is going to have it now. Inside 2 minutes to play here until halftime. 1-0 is the score. Ball sent ahead and Hinds deflects it, now clears it back. And that's going to be a foul on Sumner that time, so it'll be a free kick. And the young lady from Hinds, a little upset. The referee's like, easy, I caught it, so we got it. Good job by the official, just kind of letting cooler heads prevail that time. So it'll be a free kick opportunity coming up here for the Lady Eagles. Trying to find the equalizer. They trail 1-0. Coming up on a minute to play here in the first half. This shot's coming up, and it's going to be a nice save that time for the Indians. Take a look at that again here on this free kick opportunity, the Little Caesars instant replay, as Driscoll comes up and makes the play. Inside a minute to play now. ICC, can they find a late goal here in the first half as that one kicked off the defender? It's going to go out of bounds. It will be a throw-in here for the Indians. 45 seconds now to go until halftime. Stevens rushes it in a hurry. Hinds steps in front of it, and they will control the throw-in. Joyce tried to come up and make a play defensively, but quickly got it away from her feet. And now here comes Hinds. Can they reverse the pitch and see if they can find a way to come up and find the equalizer? Driscoll comes up and makes a great play and is hit and dropped, so that'll be a foul. ICC is going to rush it back now with 15 seconds. Chenal with it. Chenal, a little bit of contact at midfield. No call. Trying to get it back, does so. 7 seconds now. Be a scramble for it. Sends it back. Hinds with it. Tries to squeeze it ahead. And that should do it for the first half of play, and yes, it will. 1-0 your score. ICC with the lead at the break. We'll take a timeout, hear a few words from our sponsors, and come back with the Little Caesars halftime show and the ICC All-American Band. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network. High school juniors, make your plans to join us on September the 19th for Junior Preview Day at Itawamba Community College. Voted the #1 community college in the state and 25th best in the country, come see what all ICC has to offer you. Learn more and register at iccms.edu/junior preview. Everyone attending Junior Preview Day will get free admission to the football game against Coahoma on Military Appreciation Night. Past and present members of the military and their families get free admission to the game and are invited to participate in a special halftime presentation. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Itawamba Community College is proud to present to you the 2019 ICC All-American Marching Band. This year's program, The Evolution of Gaming, features some of the most popular video games of our time. This evening we open with the 1980 Atari game Space Invaders. And now, the ICC All-American Marching Band. The 91 Sega game Sonic the Hedgehog, featuring trumpet soloist Tucker Johnston from Saltillo. Featuring our percussion section. Minnesota. Johnson, South. From Itawamba, and Diavion Calmise Walker from Starkville. Color guard captains are Alfonso Fernandez, South Pontotoc, and Alexis Wharton from Barr County, Alabama. Percussion captains are Cody Hunter from Lafayette and Alexis Bradley from Tupelo. Front ensemble captains are Chloe Hatfield from Alcorn Central and Jacob Curry from Saltillo. Indian choreographer is Roxy Thomas Clayton. The ICC All-American.
Bespoke is a word that comes from the clothing industry. It's a European term, and it meant originally to be spoken for. In Mississippi, I say it's a fancy word for made from scratch. My name is Josh West.
Nick Weaver.
Our craft is bespoke denim. Blue Delta Jean Company is a bespoke denim manufacturer. We make everything in Tupelo, Mississippi, and we ship jeans around the world.
We're reintroducing the South and most of the U.S. back to raw denim.
There's a lot of verbiage out there about custom, made to measure, bespoke. We say bespoke because we truly are making a fully customizable jean. We use the best fabrics in the world. We buy from all over. We make everything in the United States right here in Tupelo, and we bring the customer in on the design process.
That is what separates us from other jean companies, that we're making a personal pattern. So we do have the Oxford Studio where you come to get measured, and you pick out your fabric, your fit, your cut, and your thread.
You'll notice we do a lot of athletes. These guys are really tall, these ladies are really tall, small waist, really big thighs. They can't find jeans that really fit them that are aesthetically pleasing. I started noticing that we had a resource here that not many places have, which is talented seamstresses. It's an art that's dying in the United States of America because so much garment has gone overseas. When I noticed that resource, I started building a business plan around that.
He said, hey, we can make custom jeans in North Mississippi.
When the numbers made sense, that's when I called Nick, because I knew I could figure out how to make the product, but I needed somebody to help me sell the product.
We wrote it down on the game plan, and we're still executing it today.
The first step is somebody getting fitted, and that can be with one of our partner stores or at one of our studios.
And we're taking, 13 to 16 measurements, whether or not you want a regular cut or a skinny cut jean.
And then the order comes to us electronically here in the factory in Tupelo.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go back and look at that Renaissance Bank crafted story on Blue Delta Jean Company. And halftime of the men's match, 1-0 is your score. ICC with the lead. It was a Hayward goal off an assist from Mathis. ICC in the white kits. They're moving left to right on your television screen. Hinds in the maroon trimmed in white kits. They're moving right to left. ICC comes with a record of 1-3. Hinds 0-3. Both teams 0-1 in the division. As we said, not one of those necessarily must-win situations, but would really help if you come away with a win today, as this shot is going to be way too tall. But ICC aggressive out of the gate here to start the second half. So ICC, they were aggressive. They dominated time of possession, field position throughout the latter part of the first half. And that ball's going to be taken away. Now here comes ICC with an opportunity. Hayward outside looking to go left foot. Goes in, gets it in there. Big time start to the half for ICC. Let's go back and look at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay, as that is going to be Emily Hayward's second goal of the match. She just simply stepped in front of that ball, took it away, and took it on her own. Went strong left-footed across the keeper that time and found the back of the net. And ICC now leads it 2-0. Well, that's what you heard Coach David Strother talking with the girls with during halftime was let's dominate this first 5 minutes of the match, and that was a good start there. Able to find the back of the net to take a 2-0 advantage. Now ICC takes it away again. Now this is going to be Sarah Witt. Witt tries to squeeze it ahead, finds it to Mathis, but cleared out nicely that time by Hinds. And now the Eagles will get it back, going to work. ICC, though, takes it away, does Chanel. Finds it across the middle. Tries to go out wide, see if they can find Hayward. Hayward trying to get to it, does sprint and beats the defender before it goes out of bounds. Now Hayward blows by the defender. Can she go for the hat trick? No, she's going to drop it off to Sarah Witt. Witt didn't like what she has. Tries to split between two defenders, instead double team, and the ball is taken away by the Eagles. Nicely done defensively that time by Hinds. Now Hinds going to swing it out wide, see if they can get some advantage here, but then it's taken away by Morgan. Gaylor takes it away now and gets the ball back, squeezes it ahead, tries to find Witt, doesn't do so. Now leaves it to the feet of Hayward. Hayward looking to go to work, drops it over the middle of Chanel. Chanel weaving her way through traffic. Now sends it ahead. This is going to be a shot coming up, and no, a great stop that time as Witt came up and put a pretty solid lick on the ball, but the keeper came in and slid in and took that one away. We've seen some great defensive plays out of the keeper from Hinds today, both of them that's been in the match. ICC could easily have a much larger lead than 2 goals right now. But Hinds keepers have just been lights out this afternoon. Chanel with it. Squeezes ahead. Now here comes Hayward. Another opportunity here for Hayward. She's going to fire and just too tall. ICC getting much more aggressive on the attack here. Hayward looking for the hat trick. Had the opportunity there. Went top shelf. Just a little too tall that time. And a break there for Hinds. 2-0 remains the score. 42 minutes to play now here in the second half. As now ICC with it. Swings it out wide, Chanel. Chanel lets it settle, tries to beat the defender. The angle taken away, but Chanel has it now. Battles her way through. She goes left-footed, and it's going to be saved that time. Impressive play by Allie Chanel just to be able to get a solid foot on the ball to put that on frame. Does so, and a save there once again by Hinds. So the Eagles with it. They find a way to win that 50-50 ball, then they're slapped away. Here comes Hayward with it. Hayward wants to poke it out wide, does so now to Chanel. Chanel sends it ahead. This is Mathis with it. Mathis didn't have the angle. He's going to dribble it out now, leaves it back to Chanel, who fires from distance, and that one's going to be off frame. And now you're starting to see ICC play a lot more aggressive. Getting multiple shots. As substitutions coming into the match here, this is going to be number 19. Addie Hall, and I believe it was number 3, Becca Blackwell, coming into the match here for the Eagles. As Moore is tripped up and knocked down that time. So this will be a free kick opportunity coming up here for ICC. They lead it 2-0. There's 40 minutes and 21 seconds to play in full time here, as the referee did not like where ICC started, so we'll have a do-over here.
Second ball, Dan, if that's what you're going to do. Second ball.
Sumner steps into this one, sends it high. Header is sent, but saved by Hinds. Again, ICC, multiple opportunities so far here in the second half. It's been able to send one home. But again, great defensive play out of the keepers this afternoon from Hinds, as Mask showing off a lot of that speed, able to get back and take it away from the Eagles. So ICC working left to right on your computer or television screen. You can watch this on your Fire Stick or Roku device. Just simply type in Itawamba CC, and you'll find that channel there. You can add it to your list and watch ICC athletics from the comfort of your home. So Hinds with it, trying to find a way to cut this lead in half for ICC, as that one sent ahead and was off the stomach of the Hinds player, and another player is down on the field for Hinds, and now here comes ICC. This is Loden. Loden looking to go to work. Loads it up, goes out wide to Mathis. Mathis lets it settle. Fires, and just too wide. Well, again, ICC continuing that attack. Just couldn't quite find that one on frame. 2-0 remains your score. ICC with the lead. 38 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the second half. And again, looked like a handball by ICC, no call. Sumner intercepts that one. Now is going to send it out wide to Hayward. Hayward had it, was poked away by Hinds. Ball still loose on the pitch, and Hinds will control it. Ball gets away, and Mask is there to take it back for ICC. Now here comes Ali Chanal. Chanal blows by the defender, gets it to the middle of the pitch, and it's going to be poked forward that time by Hinds. And so nicely done again defensively by the Lady Eagles. Remind you, the guys' match will be coming up about 10 minutes between games. As Mathis had it, was tripped up for a moment. They are going to call the foul. They were going to let the play continue to see if ICC was able to keep play in action. Did not, so they did stop there. So ICC will get it over the middle. This is Witt. Witt's going to go out wide to Hayward. Hayward's already got 2 goals in the match. Can she find her third? As the ball bouncing around and now controlled by Hinds. And there's going to be a foul on ICC, and the young lady from Hinds was cut a flip and lands on the back of her head, and she's still on the pitch. Really surprised that they're, with the new focus on head injuries, she's held the back of her head twice, that they didn't get a stoppage of play in that situation. So the ball sent, 50-50 ball, headed away by Loden that time. Hinds was able to get it back, still fighting for it, now controls it, squeezes it ahead. Trying to see if they can go out wide. Mask trying to cover 2 at once, now falls back and defends the ball. And there's Millie Mask taking it away. Nice job by Mask. Really tough defensive play. Poor spacing that time by Hinds allowed Mask to basically guard 2 players at once, eventually get the ball taken away. Ball is sent out of bounds, last touched by the Eagles. 36-14 to play. Chanal to throw it in. Sends it down, trying to find Witt. Just a little bit too far as the ball was poked away as it was thrown in by Hinds, and then it's sent right back out of bounds. So basically in the same spot, so let's just do it all over again. Ali Chanal will throw this one in for ICC, trying to find Witt once again. That one's sit ahead, and it's going to be out, and they're going to say... Yeah, they're going to say it was last touched by ICC. Substitution coming into the match. One official had one thing, the other had another. But it was the correct call. It did come off last touch by ICC. Onto the pitch here is going to be Kite and Derrick back on the pitch here for Hinds. So this one's going to be sent to the middle of the pitch. Broken up nicely that time by Gaylor. Now here comes Shelby Witt on the attack. Witt got Hayward going out wide. If that's where she wants to go, that's where she's going to now. Hayward fires and just out wide. Well, again, ICC doing a good job staying aggressive. It was actually, looks like it's going to be last touched by Hinds, so it'll be a corner opportunity coming up here for the Indians. 2-0 your score. ICC trying to see if they can tack on another goal here off this corner opportunity. They've had some nice chances off corners today, just couldn't quite execute them to find the back of the net. See if they can do so here on their first corner second corner opportunity here in the second half. Far side of the pitch. Difficult to pick up the number of the Indian that's going to send this one in. This one popped up, bouncing around and cleared out by Hinds. It'll go out of bounds, and a fan saving that one from going into Firewater Creek across the way. So it'll be a throw in here for the Indians. That's Acosta that's going to throw it in. Trying to reverse the pitch. headed out, and Chenal squeezes that one forward. It's going to be Mathis trying to get to it. Can't get to it in time, but it's going to be sent out of bounds. Last touch by Hinds.
Let's get something done here, White. Let's go.
33:50 to go here in the second half. ICC getting some substitutions ready to come into the match here. Chenal looking for someone to send it into. Does so to Mathis. Mathis back to Chenal. Chenal tries to send that one ahead. Deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Hinds. Jada Ross will come into the match here for ICC. And Gaylor will check out here for the Indians. Throw in here. Leaves it out to Chenal, who sends it over the middle. Hayward trying to fight free. Now fires, and they're going to say no goal, as it was a foul called on Hayward to break free that time. A little bit of push in the back, so reason why there was really no attempt to stop the ball that time. Not a very loud whistle on that foul call. 50-50 ball controlled by ICC. This is Mathis. Mathis squeezes it ahead to Witt. Witt tried to go between the legs of the defender. Broken up nicely that time by Hinds, and now here come the Eagles trying to get back out wide. Sent to the far side of the pitch, but there's Mask to take it away. Ball sent ahead. It's going to go out of bounds. Nicely done that time by Mask to break that one up and force the turnover. ICC gets it back now. This is Chenal. There's 32-14 to play here in regulation. ICC with a 2-0 lead. Costa with it on the far side of the pitch. Looking for someone to send it to. Nobody there. Now tries to reverse the way, and it's taken away momentarily, but then gotten back by Acosta to Hayward over the middle. This is going to be Chenal, and the ball just took an unfriendly bounce on Chenal that time as it got away from her, and Hinds is simply going to clear this one out. Don't know if they had to send that one 50-50. They had a chance to take a soft touch and get it back, but now ICC gets it back. Loden with it over the middle. Loden trying to go inside, squeezes ahead to Mathis. Mathis, traffic clears, fires, and directly to the keeper that time. Brittany Mathis, she's had some pretty good looks today. Just the keepers have had the numbers of the Indians for the most part, as ICC only 2 goals to show for a lot of opportunities and a lot of good opportunities. As the ball taken away now, and ICC will control. Mask with it. Drops it back, and ICC will eventually send it back to Sumner, who will reset it over to Ross on the opposite side of the pitch. Acosta with it, couldn't catch up with it, and it will head into the ditch, a.k.a. Firewater Creek across the way. So there's coming up on 30 minutes to play here in regulation. ICC still leading 2-0, 2-0, to say it correctly. As this one sent ahead, and Chenal had it. Then ICC gets it back. Loden with it now. Loden charging up the middle of the pitch. Got players to the left and right of her. Now fires from distance. Shot is in. It came off the frame and off the backside of the keeper and in for the goal. Don't know if you necessarily draw it up that way, but it worked. ICC now leads it 3-0. Substitutions coming into the match now for ICC. Gilbert in, wearing number 12, 22. That's Yielding. And number 18, Russell, into the match here for ICC. You saw that Little Caesars instant replay, and we talked about it. ICC knocking on the door, and finally gets one to go home. 3-0 ICC with the advantage coming up on 30 minutes to play. This one sit ahead. Jada Ross breaks that one up. Mask is going to let it settle. Surveys the defense, now pokes it ahead, and it's going to go out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in opportunity here for Hinds. They do throw it ahead, but then there's ICC's Yielding to clear it out. And that one sent, and off the stomach of Millie Mask. Well, I'll tell you this, folks, if that was me, just go ahead and bring out a shovel and bury me 6 feet deep, as that one was a tough shot for Millie to handle. Shows she's a lot tougher than I am.
Don't kick it away.
3-0 is the score. ICC with an advantage. 29 minutes and 29 seconds to play here in this one. Mathis simply steps in front of that one. Now is going to sprint it up the pitch. Hinds struggling to get back. ICC doesn't have numbers, though. Sends it ahead to Witt. Witt's going to let it go out wide. Now looking to see if somebody can come and help her across the middle. Fires left foot, goes top shelf, and off the cross. There's Hayward to keep it alive. Second time, or second shot in a row, I should say, that comes off the cross that time, or across the beam that time, and couldn't quite send it home. Yielding, hustles back and clears that one back for ICC. Well, I think you're starting to see conditioning become a factor here, as ICC seems to be a little bit quicker than Hinds as this match continues to progress throughout the evening, or into the evening, I should say. "28 minutes and 30 seconds to go. ICC with a 3-0 advantage, and you know that's going to be a coaching situation here. ICC is not going to take their foot off the gas, as they saw Holmes rally with 4 goals in the final 20 minutes of their previous match to pick up a 4-2 win, as that ball had so much English on it, it stayed in bounds, and that's going to be a foul on Russell across the way. So it'll be a free kick opportunity coming up here for the Lady Eagles.
Organize them, Wes. Set them up how you want. Yeah, Allie, you can
So the referee will get him to spot the ball here for the Eagles.
2v2 here. Wes,
Say
quick outlet, 2v2. Quick outlet.
a free kick coming up here for the Eagles. They trail 3-0. See if they can find a way to get on the board. ICC would love to record the clean sheet this afternoon. Haven't had one of those so far this season. As this one's sent, and it's going to be too tall, too wide, and out of bounds. So it'll be a goal kick coming up here for the Indians. 3-0 continues to be your score. Substitutions coming in here for the Eagles. This will be Bird wearing number 18, and Preston wearing number 20 coming in here for Hinds. So we mentioned Hinds in the maroon kits trimmed in white. ICC in the white kits trimmed in red and blue. ICC left to right on the attack. Obviously right to left is Hinds on the attack.
Guys, drop in, play.
So Ross with it. She's going to leave it out wide and gets it back from Hayward. Ross dribbling it up, tried to send it ahead to Mathis. Ball was free for a second. Looks like Ross, she might be down, and that is going to be the case. An injury timeout on the pitch. We're going to take it with them and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
The newly formed Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi wants to make sure you are receiving the best orthopedic care possible. Our staff of 7 experienced, board-certified surgeons specialize in a specific area of the body and can treat you with the newest and latest technology available to fast-track your road to recovery. Call us for same-day appointments at 662-377-BONE and come see us at Gloucester Creek Village in Tupelo. At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our specialty is you.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you, wherever you go. Renaissance Bank, understanding you. Member FDIC.
High school juniors, make your plans to join us on September the 19th for Junior Preview Day at Itawamba Community College. Voted the #1 community college in the state and 25th best in the country, come see what all ICC has to offer you. Learn more and register at iccms.edu/junior preview. Everyone attending Junior Preview Day will get free admission to the football game against Coahoma on Military Appreciation Night. Past and present members of the military and their families get free admission to the game and are invited to participate in a special halftime presentation. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
My burger goes best with mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Grass-fed beef.
No, corn-fed.
On the grill.
Now, flat top.
Iceberg lettuce.
Nah,
Arugula.
jalapeno.
No way. Avocado, dude.
Medium rare.
Gotta be well done.
Brioche.
Sesame seeds.
American cheese.
Cheddar.
Can I have a turkey burger? What? Turkeys are for Thanksgiving, man. I like my burger with the Coke.
I'll agree to that.
Strictly with a Coke.
Only with the Coke.
Coke and a burger. Come on.
All right.
That's where you get the flavor.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.
First American National Bank is a local bank. Our 10 locations are right here in Northeast Mississippi. Banking decisions are made locally by people who live here, and it's been that way for more than 50 years. Our involvement in the community is important to us. That's where our roots are. Technology, it changes daily, but our community is what keeps us together. If you like high-tech banking, we've got that too. Follow the flag to First American National Bank, from Iuka to Tupelo.
High school juniors, make your plans to join us on September the 19th for Junior Preview Day at Itawamba Community College. Voted the #1 community college in the state and 25th best in the country, come see what all ICC has to offer you. Learn more and register at iccms.edu/junior preview. Everyone attending Junior Preview Day will get free admission to the football game against Coahoma on Military Appreciation Night. Past and present members of the military and their families get free admission to the game and are invited to participate in a special halftime presentation. Itawamba Community College, the best start here. And welcome back to action, ladies and gentlemen, as they all went ahead and took that heat timeout or hydration timeout as well. Jada was helped to the sideline, so hopefully she will be okay. 3-0 is your score. ICC with the lead. There's 26 minutes and 24 seconds to play here in the contest. Real quick, want to give a shout out to Hayden Plunkett, who messaged me on Snapchat saying he's watching the match here. Appreciate Hayden checking in with us and supporting his alma mater. Remember, you can hit us up on Twitter at Let's Go ICC. That's at Let's Go ICC. And you can win a free shout out here on the broadcast. Who don't like something for free?
We can't handle a free for all right now.
So the ball is going to be sent ahead, and that's just the beautiful part of this game sometimes, the sportsmanship, the friendly side of it, even though there was an injury on the field. Hinds sent it back, and ICC will reset it. They lead it 3-0. And now here's a dangerous situation as Mask with the touch back to the keeper. Driscoll had to come up in a hurry and send it back to Mask, and now Hinds has just come out a lot more aggressive out of that last hydration break. This one's poked ahead. Trying to find it to Stevens, and then sends it ahead, and oh, good idea, just a bad angle for the Indians as they're trying to find the speedy Stevens down the side. Instead, the ball just ran out of real estate, is what you should say. See Grace and MK in the house. Couple of MUW soccer players coming back to support the ladies this afternoon. As this one is going to be sent, and it's going to be out of bounds. Hinds will send that one out of bounds. Joyce had it, loses it out of bounds, and it will go back to Hinds with 24 minutes and 39 seconds to play. Well, unfortunately for us now in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth, the sun has shifted where it's peeking in on me and Bryant up here. Speaking of Bryant, he was our Little Caesars punt pass kick winner. And I don't know if you guys saw it. We did a video of it on part of our game day video. This dude's got a cannon on him. He punted it pretty well, but he threw it basically, 60 yards into the end zone, somewhere around that neighborhood, as ICC keeps possession of it now. Stevens has it poked away from her. He won a year's supply of pizza from our friends at Little Caesars right here in Fulton. Remind you, everyone in Fulton, the quickest pizza in Fulton just got faster thanks to the new Little Caesars app. You can download the app, order your pizza, even pay for it from the convenience of your phone. Get that QR code or the punch-in code for the new pizza portal. You can walk in, grab your pizza, and walk out. It doesn't get any easier than that. Little Caesars right here in Fulton, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics this afternoon. Yielding with it, sends it ahead. Hinds with it now. Tries to go over the top. Maisie Sumner is going to let it settle. She'll send it back to Driscoll, and Driscoll quickly puts it back in play. ICC trying to reverse the pitch. This is Gilbert, who had it, now gets it back, sends it ahead. Stevens with it on the far side of the pitch, trying to go across the middle. Looking for someone to go with her. Finds Joyce. Joyce splits defenders, but 3 players around her and just couldn't quite keep it in her favor there. Now over the middle they go with it. McGregor squeezes it ahead. Oh, just couldn't quite get a solid enough foot on it that time for Maddie. Great scoring opportunity. Good job by ICC sticking around, creating that opportunity, as Hinds just expected him to fall back, and now ICC, extra effort, steps in front of it again. Here comes Stevens. Stevens fires and deflected away, and a nice save once again. A good hard shot that time off the foot of Ashley Stevens. I want to call her Alex, but that's her sister, who formerly played here last year. But Ashley came in that time, got a great foot on the ball, but another nice save by the keeper of Hinds. Both these young ladies in net, Olivia Galeon, who is in net now, I assume, and Paula Lopez. Neither one of those wearing the numbers of the keepers today. And now here comes a chance for ICC. Stevens with it. One-on-one opportunity here for Stevens. She's going to cut it back across the middle. Fires left foot and deflected. Good job by Hinds to get back and hustle and break up that opportunity, and ICC eventually gets the ball near mid-pitch. Over the middle they go. This is McGregor with it. McGregor pokes it ahead. Here comes Stevens. Stevens out wide, touches it left foot, looking to go to backside, and that shot too tall. Substitution coming into the match here for ICC. This is going to be Kelly back into the contest. ICC getting some players set to come in. Getting some valuable minutes for a lot of young players on the pitch right now is ICC. Good mixture of freshmen with peppered with some sophomores out there. Now here comes ICC on the attack again. Joyce finds the back of the net. Grace Joyce gets the 4th goal of the match for ICC. 4-0 now. Indians with the lead. Take a look at that one on the replay here. Joyce hammers that one by the keeper. Keeper not even a chance to react. Sent it home quickly that time, and ICC now takes a 4-0 advantage with 20 minutes and 50 seconds to play. Well, this is what Coach David Strother wanted to see out of his girls today. See how they come back after letting one slip through their fingertips at Holmes, and credit Holmes for a great rally to come back and win that one last week. And ICC had a quick turnaround, of course, with the Labor Day break. Came back in on Monday with a practice, and maybe that break was what the Lady Indians needed. They have looked extremely sharp this afternoon. 4-0 ICC with the lead. It's been a dominant performance out of the Indians. Loden steps in front of that one, takes it away. Ball now sent back across the middle, and ICC lets it settle. Now bouncing around, pinballing all over the place, and Hinds gets it, and that's going to be a foul. As a hard collision there, and that's going to result in a yellow card and a break in the action, as that card is going to go against number 18, Russell. We do have a player down on the pitch right now, as hopefully just cramping, may have bumped knees that time, as the player is going to be able to get up on her own power with some help from her teammates. So good to see that young lady up, as that is, I believe, Anna Caroline. Yes, it is Anna Caroline. She will come to the sidelines, and Hannah Derrick will come into the contest here for Hinds. So getting them set up here in this free kick opportunity for Hinds. They trail 4-0, seeing if they can find a way onto the board here. ICC wanting to get this clean sheet this afternoon. 20 minutes and 11 seconds to play. Fires this one, and it's going to be off frame, wide left. $4-0, and even 20 minutes to play, and ICC with the advantage. But a solid effort today out of the Lady Indians. This one sent ahead, broken up by Hinds. We talked about it. Time of possession, field position, etc. has belonged to ICC. It was back and forth quickly in the contest, as Russell will check back in, and Chanel, who checked in for Russell previously.
Let it out, Wes. Next time, don't let it out. No reason to have a restart. We keep playing. Raina, go support her. Support her.
And my apologies on that, as my voice tried to go out there. So Hinds with it now, coming up on 18 and a half minutes to play, as this one sent across the middle. Oh, good idea, just good job, though, by ICC to take that angle away from Kite to not be able to have an opportunity on that. So good job defensively moving by ICC to take away the attack. This ball sent ahead. It's going to be a foot race. Stevens trying to get to it. Can't do so. Now it's still loose on the pitch, though. Stevens finds a way to win that battle. Nice job by Ashley. Now sends it across to Joyce in the middle. A lot of contact, no foul call. Good no call that time by the referee. As now Hinds with it. Here comes their opportunity. Best opportunity of the afternoon here for Hinds. Going to have to get back in a hurry as ICC sends it ahead. And a save by the Indians. Well, I think she was trying to rush the shot a little bit. Could have possibly dribbled in a little bit more and made that a little dangerous. Just couldn't get a strong foot on that one. And a save for Driscoll keeps it 4-0. Mask with it. Looks like all but one player, two players on the pitch for ICC are freshmen. So a lot of youth. And a great opportunity here for ICC to get some experience for some of those young players. Another substitution coming into the match here. This is Emily Powers for Hinds. Anna Wilson is going off here. So coming up on 17 minutes to play here. ICC leading 4-0. Hinds sends this one ahead. Dangerous. Ball is going to be cleared out, though.
Get it out.
This one's going to be shot and saved by the Indians. Well, good job by Hinds hanging around in the box that time. Was able to put a quick foot on it, but there was Driscoll for the save to keep it 4-0 ICC. Coming up on 16.5 to play now in the contest. ICC quickly flipping the pitch, trying to go the opposite way. Hinds wisely, good communication to know that where that one was going to break it up, and now they get it back. That one deflects off Mask, and now here comes the Eagles. Just couldn't quite get around the edge on that one. Steps across the middle, sends it inside. Tries to pop this one up, and another save by ICC. A little bit of a tricky shot there. Wasn't the bicycle form style, but just popped it up and tried to send it back, see if you couldn't get the catcher, or excuse me, the keeper napping that time. She did not, so a good job by Driscoll to come up and make the play. This one's sent over the middle. Hinds tries to go forward. ICC clears it. This one's going to be deflected off the leg of the Hinds player, and it be a throw in here for ICC with 15.5 to play. Substitutions coming into the match. Now here for ICC, number 25. Acosta coming back into the match along with number 20, Reeves, re-entering the contest. It'll be Emily Hayward. She's coming out.
Nice minutes, 1-9. Good job.
And Mask coming out of the match as well. Hayward's got a pair of goals today for ICC. Had a chance at a hat trick a couple of times, just couldn't quite get those to go home for her. So a goal kick coming up here for the Indians. 14.5 to play in the contest. Try to recap some scoring being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, the best bank in the South, renaissancebank.com. Here comes Hinds with an opportunity. Loden breaks that one up. This one sent across the middle. Hinds still with it, trying to fire it inside, and the shot wide. So it was Emily Hayward scoring off an assist from Brittany Mathis to give ICC a 1-0 advantage in the 11th minute. ICC came back with another Hayward goal to make it 2-0. Or excuse me, no, that was not the way it was. It was 1-0 at halftime. Emily Hayward then scores in the 47th minute to get a 2-0 score in favor of ICC. Lexi Loden banks one off the crossbar and off the backside of the keeper to give ICC the 3-0 lead. And then Grace Joyce scored in the 70th, well, that's tough to say, 70th minute to give ICC that 4-0 advantage. And now here come the Indians on the attack again. Tries to send this one ahead. It's going to be a foot race to the ball. Hinds and ICC get there at the same time, and then Hinds ultimately wins that battle. So it'll be a throw-in here for the Lady Indians. 13 minutes to go in the contest. ICC leading this one 4-0. Trying to find their first win in conference play. Ball sent out wide, and Hinds will get it back, but then there's Maisie Sumner to step in front of it. Loden sends it out wide to Stevens. Stevens lets the defender get by her, goes left foot, and just couldn't quite get enough of that one. One of those that Stevens, as soon as it left her foot, she knew she just didn't quite get it solid enough to go top shelf. If she goes top shelf, probably has a good chance of getting the goal that time, but did not. ICC gets the 50-50 ball back and now sends it out wide. Trying to go to work, sends it over the middle, and it's going to be scooped up that time. So ICC staying aggressive in this one with the 4-0 advantage. As we said, they've already saw one time this past week, Holmes stormed back to score four goals for the come-from-behind win. You can read about that on letsgoicc.com. This one sent ahead, and Sumner steps in front of it. Sumner's going to dribble it way up the pitch. Now sends it to Stevens. Stevens trying to dribble her way through traffic, lets it settle, surveys it, sends it to Joyce over the middle. Joyce had it, lost it, and now Hinds gets it back. Now Hinds quickly trying to reverse the pitch. They send this one ahead. This is Derek with it now, trying to sprint down the pitch, looking to go inside, and this was going to be sent out of bounds by Yielding. Well, good job by Yielding to break that one up, as that was going to be a pretty good scoring opportunity that time on the part of Hinds. But instead, it would be a corner kick. ICC getting set to send in some more substitutions. They would like to send in a lot more, but ICC with 5 players out due to injury. Some of them have been out since the beginning of the season. Other injuries have occurred over the past few weeks. As a substitution coming in here for Hinds, this appears to be number 17, Irwin, coming into the contest. For ICC, it's going to be Sarah Witt, number 6, and number 21, Morgan Gaylor, into the contest. Maisie will come out of the contest, and Grace Joyce will also come out of the contest. I think this has been to be the first time that Maisie has been substituted for today, and she has been a brick wall on that back line for ICC. Grace Joyce also checking out for only, I believe, the second time this afternoon. Coming up on 10 minutes left in the contest, a corner opportunity coming up here for Hinds. Sent inside, and it's broken up by Loden. Loden now is going to send it ahead over to Shelby Witt on the far side of the pitch. ICC's got a chance to create an opportunity here with numbers. Witt lets it settle now, surveys, sees what she's got ahead of her is Stevens. Stevens trying to get to it, deflected away. Great job by the Hinds defender that time just to be able to find it out wide. Now they go to Witt. Witt with an opportunity here. She's going to size it up, goes left-footed, fires, and off the face of the keeper. And makes the save the hard way that time, and that was a pretty solid lick on the ball that time. And again, Hinds keepers have played extremely well. Yeah, they've allowed 4 goals today, but they have made some stops. This thing could easily be 7, 8 goals in the contest, but we've seen some great stops this afternoon by both Hinds keepers. That's Lopez and Galleon. Loden with it, out to Stevens. Stevens wants to get it back towards the middle of the pitch. Instead goes right side. This is Witt. Witt with it. Trying to dribble it inside, had it deflected away. Good one-on-one defense that time by Hinds. Sends it ahead, loose ball on the pitch. And I think you're starting to see a lot of players getting tired right now out there, and heat starting to become a little bit of a factor here. As this one's sent ahead, and ICC will chase it down at midfield. Sends it out wide. This is Dexter with it. Dexter trying to weave her way through traffic. Looking to see what she's got now. Just simply touches it forward to Loden. Loden fires from distance, and that one's going to be wide left. One of those that maybe could have took a couple of more dribbles up to see if she could have created an opportunity, but I like the fact that she stayed aggressive. Saw that she had the shot opportunity and fired there, just couldn't put it on frame. Back into the contest for ICC, Emily Hayward, so she'll have a chance to see if she can find a hat trick today. Into the contest is going to be Haley Shelby for Hinds. Clock continuing to roll here. 8:05 to play in the contest. ICC with a 4-0 advantage. This ball sent ahead, and there's Hayward coming out of splitting 2 defenders to find it. Hinds tries to clear it out wide. It ends up at the feet of Haywards. Haywards wants to see what she's got. Sends it inside, Hayward. And that one's just going to be popped up and controlled by the keeper. So 50-50 ball sent towards mid-pitch, controlled by Hinds off the deflection. ICC, though, gets aggressive and gets it back, sends it back out wide. This is Gilbert with it. Gilbert sends it over to Hayward now. Hayward now wants to go on the attack, squeezes ahead to Stevens. Back to Hayward a little bit behind her. Now sends it back over to Stevens. Stevens dribbles towards the corner. Now tries to get away from the defender. Sends it right-footed, top shelf, and off the post, but goes in. A friendly bounce there for Stevens, and she gets the 5th goal of the afternoon. Go back and look at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay, and ICC leads this one now 5-0. You'll see it here. Off the deflection off the keeper, comes off the post and sneaks its way into the frame, and ICC now leads at 5-0. Substitutions coming in for ICC, number 3, Maddie McGregor, and number 17, Brittany Mathis, both back into the contest. These substitutions being brought to you by the Bank of Okolona. Find out more by visiting bankofokolona.com. John Herod and Company, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics here on the ICC Sports Network. And tell you what, if John and the rest of the crew are keeping up with today's match there in Okolona, they're loving what they see today. ICC bouncing back from a 4-2 loss to Holmes in dominant fashion, leading this one 5-0. There's still 6.5 to play in the contest. That one's going to be sent out of bounds. It'll be a corner opportunity coming up here for Hinds. Remind you the guys' match is coming up next here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. We'll take about a 10-minute break after the conclusion of this one, and then come back with that First American National Bank opening kick between the men, Hinds, and ICC. A bitter rivalry between these two teams. Out of the last 8 North Division championships, all of those have either come through Hinds or ICC. So Hinds with it, looking to go on the attack. Broke it up nicely that time by ICC. Maddie McGregor with it, going to send it ahead, sends it out wide. And now here comes ICC. Blows by the defender. ICC looks to fire and finds it home again. 6-0 Indians after the goal made that time by Emily Hayward. She's got the hat trick. 3rd goal of the day for Emily. Go back and look at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay. As she just decided to take that one one-on-one on her own. Blew right by the defender, goes strong right foot away from the keeper, couldn't find it, and ICC now leads it 6-0. 3rd goal of the match for Emily Hayward. She will come out of the match, the hat trick for the freshman out of Oxford, Mississippi. She went to Oxford High School, greeted with smiles and a high five from Coach Strother here on the sideline, and 6-0 the lead for ICC. So ICC set to throw this one in. Will do so to Mathis. Mathis will squeeze this one ahead to Witt. Now Witt with an opportunity. Shelby's going to dribble in. She's looking to go left-footed. Tries to cross in. Oh, it was there for a moment. Looking for... Okay, Sarah Witt. I say Shelby Witt because I know a friend of mine from Houston's name is Shelby Witt, so I apologize. I'll probably do that numerous times. But, yeah, it was Sarah Witt that time. She was looking for the cross to Dexter. Just couldn't quite link it up that time. 6-0 is your score. Appreciate Bryant Morgan for pointing that out to me. And, again, I try to consciously keep up with that because I said a good friend of mine, Shelby Witt from Houston, Sarah Witt playing soccer. I'm sure Shelby appreciates the shout-out. As this was sent ahead and is broken up by Hinds, ICC will get it back. So at even 4 minutes of play as this one sent from distance and was nearly on frame that time. Not a bad strike from ICC. 6-0 your score. Looks like the Indians are going to pick up their first conference win and bounce back in a big way from their loss to Holmes. That was a tough one, folks. ICC was up 2-0 late in that contest. Holmes was able to rally with 4 goals late in that contest. And Holmes was a team that got some preseason votes for rankings. Of course, the new rankings are supposed to come out today. They probably are already out. See if we can find those for you here for the women. There is another nice stop by the Indians.
Don't run away! Have space, Lucy, don't run away!
Yeah, talking of homes, they move up to number 15 in the country in the latest poll. Monroe College receiving all 7 votes for first place. Tyler out of Texas, Monroe out of New York, Tyler, Texas, number 2, Eastern Florida State, number 3. Laramie College out of Wyoming is number 4. And number 5 is Butler out of Kansas, as referee having a few words with a young lady out there from Hinds right now as the ball rolls out to the parking lot. 2:13 and counting left in this one. Remind you the guys match will be coming up next here on Let'sGoICCTV.com, the red channel. We appreciate everyone that is tuning in and want to say a special hello to those people of Hinds that are watching now. We appreciate being able to bring you this contest and you tuning in with us, and invite you to stay tuned for the guys match coming up next. 6-0 your score, ICC with the advantage inside 2 minutes to play. This ball sent towards midfield, and ICC will let it settle at the feet of Acosta, who will send it back. And now ICC will send it ahead, and that one, tough angle to send it that time as Dexter was looking right back into the sun, couldn't quite find it. As it goes out of bounds, it'll be a throw in here for Hinds. Remind you to stay tuned. We'll have the Renaissance Bank postgame report, have your Sonic scoring summary. We'll be naming our Sonic star of the game as well. All that coming your way, part of the Renaissance Bank postgame report. We'll also go back and take a look at some of Little Caesars replays from this match as we're now inside a minute to play. 6-0 ICC. They'll move to 2-3 on the year. Hinds will fall to 0-4. More importantly for ICC, 1-1 in the north. And for Hinds, they fall to 0-2. As we said, this wasn't a must-win situation for either team today, but it was one of those that if you could pick up some points this afternoon, they would go a long way when it comes to trying to stay in that chase for the playoffs.
Hey, Bryant. Sir. Can you put 20 on the clock when this goes to 0? Just for the guys to warm up, 20 on the clock.
So, yeah, it would be 20 minutes between the games, as that was just sent up here. As now they send it ahead. It's going to be called offside here on Witt, and that will more than likely do it here in this one, as we're now down to 10 seconds before this one goes full time. And Hinds is just not going to kick it. They're going to let the time run out, and that's going to do it. ICC picks up a 6-0 victory here over Hinds in the first of 2 matches this afternoon. We're going to take a break, hear a few words from our sponsors, and be back with the Renaissance Bank Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Ever since you got that license, you haven't stopped moving forward. Now that you're older and on the move, you need a safer place to keep your money. We get it. A student checking account frees you up with things like mobile check deposit to take care of that check from grandma without having to stop at a bank. Pay with your phone when you're out with friends. And stop worrying about ATM fees. We'll pay you back for those. Worry about your future, not your money. And know that we'll stick with you wherever you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC.
With the Little Caesars mobile app, you can customize an extra most bestest pizza with the most cheese, and now with the most of any toppings for the nation's best price. It's the crowning pizza achievement. And it's true what they say, it's lonely at the top. Unless you have an extra most bestest pizza. Then it's a party at the top!
Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest Pizzas, the world's easiest way to outrageous amounts of toppings, starting at $6.
Pizza.
High school juniors, make your plans to join us on September the 19th for Junior Preview Day at Itawamba Community College. Voted the #1 community college in the state and 25th best in the country, come see what all ICC has to offer you. Learn more and register at iccms.edu/junior preview. Everyone attending Junior Preview Day will get free admission to the football game against Coahoma on Military Appreciation Night. Past and present members of the military and their families get free admission to the game and are invited to participate in a special halftime presentation. Itawamba Community College, the best start here.
Car Hop Classic for just $2.99 is the perfect 1-2 punch of flavor and value.
Time that!
You need a trainer to help you eat the burger?
Hey, stay out of this. Don't get in my head, man. There's barely room for me in there.
Hurry in and try quarter-pound double cheeseburger or 6-inch Philly plus tots for $2.99.
My mom never let me eat this much cookie dough.
What would she say if she saw you eating this big scoop cookie dough blast?
I don't know. Why ask her?
Don't tell your father.
Oh, naughty, naughty.
Hurry in and scoop up our new cookie dough treats. Try order ahead to get happy hour anytime.
And welcome back to the Renaissance Bank postgame report. ICC victorious 6-0 in the first of 2 games this afternoon here on the Red Channel and the ICC Sports Network. Let's take a look at some Sonic scoring on the afternoon, and it all started back in the 11th minute with Emily Hayward scored on an assist from Brittany Mathis. And that was your first half score. 1-0 was your score as we went into the break. Emily Hayward got her second goal of the day in the 47th minute to give the Lady Indians a 2-0 lead over Hinds. And then Lexi Loden banked one off the crossbar and the keeper to be able to send that one home to be 3-0 ICC in the 60th minute. Grace Joyce scored in the 70th minute to give ICC a 4-0 lead. And then it was Ashley Stevens in the 84th minute, 5-0 ICC. And then Emily Hayward got the hat trick as she scored in the 85th minute to give ICC the 6-0 advantage there. And Emily Hayward will be our Sonic Star of the day, getting the hat trick with a trio of goals this afternoon to help ICC pick up the 6-0 victory. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with today's men's match as ICC going for the sweep at Hinds here in Fulton. It's been Adam Gore for Raphael Henry and Lee Adams. We'll be back in 15 minutes here on the ICC Sports Network.
This broadcast of ICC Athletics is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Davis Ford, the Sonic of Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, First American National Bank, the ICC BSU, your Itawamba County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, Cagle Eye Center, the ICC Foundation, the Bank of Okolona, and the ICC Alumni Association.